Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Ballistic BBQ. A little bit of a landmark day for me right now. I recently bought a new smoker. I retired the old New Brunsfeld's Black Diamond, and I bought a Party Gator from Gator Pit out of Texas. And this is going to be my first videotaped cook. And it's going to be pretty easy, fun cook. What I'm doing is I'm making a barbecue chicken, so, smoking a chicken. Estimating it's probably going to be about 4 hours or so. I'm going to put a rub on it. I'll have the recipe for the rub, and also towards the end of the cook I'm going to be hitting it with a Apricot Brandy glaze, which I'll also have the recipe for. I'm going to be smoking it at 240 degrees again for, I'm guessing about 4 hours, and I'm going to be actually using apricot wood, so should be good. And let's go ahead and hit the kitchen and we'll get that bird prepped. All right, so talk about the chicken really fast. This one's 3.79 pounds, if you need to know. When I do cooks like this, I like to buy, natural chickens that don't have any antibiotics, they don't have any water injected or anything. This one's also fresh. It's never been frozen. It's air chilled, and you really notice a difference. I have to buy them at, this little butcher shop. They don't carry them at the regular grocery store, but you really notice a difference. So what I'm going to do first of all is butterfly the bird. Just take some kitchen shears, poultry shears, whatever, and I like to cut it right alongside the spine. Actually cut into it a little bit, but no big deal. Now, what a lot of people will do at this point is just sort of force it open. I like to remove the keel bone, and if I'm butterflying it that way, if I'm going to cook it butterflied, it'll lay flatter. You don't have to, hit it with a brick or anything. There's a little piece of white cartilage right here in the middle. Basically just cut through that and force it open. You can see it's already starting to pop out. Just take your fingers and run it through this way. And pop. Okay, now if I wanted to, and this is one of my favorite ways to grill chickens if I'm going to make a pollo asado or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is just split this down the center here, and you can see with that keel bone removed, you're not cutting through bones, man. It's very simple. What I'm going to do now is I have some trimming to do. I'm just going to trim off some of the excess fat. As you can see, I kind of cut into the spine, so I'm going to remove this nasty stuff, and then I'm just going to rinse it under cool water, pat it dry, and we'll get the seasoning this chicken. All right, so chicken's had a nice little bath. It's been patted down, and we're going to go ahead and start hitting with some rub. And this is a real basic rub. I'll post the recipe on the screen here. This glaze that I'm going to be making has a nice kind of a sweet flavor with just a little bit of heat. And this rub here makes for a nice kind of a layer of flavor after you take that first bite, get through that skin. And I like to try to get every little inch of this covered. Now this is one of the reasons why I like to smoke the chickens in half, because I can get the inside really good. And then also when I hit it with a sauce or a glaze or whatever, I can get both sides. And if, I mean, you can use the same technique that I'm going to be cooking this with whatever rub, or even just a little salt, pepper, or whatever, just basic seasonings. And again, you do not have to glaze it. I know a lot of people are not real keen on sauces when they're barbecuing. That's cool too. I respect that. I just personally love, I like a little kind of a sweet heat glaze on my ribs and my chicken. All right, this is done. What I'm going to do now is, while I'm getting my pit ready, I'm going to place these in Ziplocs and just let them kind of relax in the fridge a little bit while I'm getting my pit up to heat. All right, guys, the pit is all preheated now, 240 degrees. And again, I'm smoking with apricot wood. After about an hour of the cook, I'm going to hit the skin with a little bit of cooking oil. And about 2 hours in, I'm going to flip the chicken over so it's skin side down, but I'm starting with skin side up just to help, keep the meat moist. Check on it a bit. In fact, let's go ahead and get in the kitchen. We'll start that glaze. All right, now we're going to go with the make that glaze. Got 3/4 cup of apricot preserves. One teaspoon of lemon juice. 1/4 cup of apricot brandy. 1 tablespoon of red chili powder. 2 tablespoons granulated sugar. And just for a little bit of warmth, putting a pinch of crushed red chili peppers here. And I'm just going to simmer it, basically, heat it up, let it all come together. Then I'm just going to turn the heat off, let it cool. That's about it. All right, so we're into this cook about an hour now. And what I'm going to do is just apply a little bit of cooking oil to the chicken skin here, just to keep it from getting tough. And this is just regular old vegetable oil, but you could use, peanut oil, probably olive oil as well, if you wanted to get the flavor from the olive oil. I'll be doing this one more time in an hour, and at that point I'll also be flipping the chicken. Again, I like it to keep it skin side up for the first couple hours, just to keep that fat rendering down through the meat. All right, checking in on it in another hour. So okay, another hour has passed, and again I'm just going to hit it with a little cooking oil. It's just sort of to again protect that skin, keep it from getting tough. Looks really, really good. And we are at the halfway point now, so I'm going to go ahead and flip these. Wow. All right, so give this probably another hour face down, and then I'll flip it again and start getting ready for the glazing process. So we'll check in on it in a bit. All right, so we're at 5.5 hours, or excuse me, 3.5 hours now, and I'm rapidly approaching my target temperature as far as the meat's concerned. Just so you know, I have been monitoring the meat temp. I have just a little instant read thermometer that I've been checking, And personally, I like to pull it at 180, just before 180, 175. It's going to rise a little bit as it rests. Anyway, I'm going to apply this glaze now just to finish it off. Oh. There, how's that? And like I said, you know, you want sauce, add it. If not, this would taste awesome just the way it is. This is just a great flavor, something different. All right, so I'm guessing 25 minutes and we'll be done. Check it in a bit. All right, guys. Let me see. Yeah, about 15 minutes passed since I put the glaze on, and these are definitely done. So I'm going to pull these off, let them rest. Probably another 10 or 15, and then we'll get them plated up. And here it is, guys. Chicken turned out really good. It's got just a nice sweet warmth to it, real juicy. And other than that, just roasted some potatoes and also roasted some veggies. I actually threw the pan in the pit while it was cooking, and they finished up really well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next vid.